Greetings, Twin Flame Lover. Hello and welcome. We are going to dive in with a Divine Feminine Energy update. It is July 31st, and I'm going to read the energy that's leading up to this new moon that's happening on August 11th. Now, I haven't done a whole lot of astrological research yet. I'm going to be doing more of that as time gets closer. But what I'm feeling now is there has been this shift going from the full moon that just happened a couple of days ago, the July, now I can't remember what day it was on, but the solar, there's so many things going on right now. Part of why I'm late today, because we had a plumbing emergency. So if you hear like yelling in Spanish and English back and forth, it's our two plumbers. So bear with me. But anyways, you know that we just had the full moon partial lunar eclipse that happened on the 27th. And now we're leading up to August 11th, this powerful new moon partial eclipse. And there's this sort of yin and yang. And I don't know about you, but the full moon was very intense, but beautiful. And also, like, I'm glad it's over. There's a lot of healing, forgiveness. And I would say for a lot of us light workers, there was a lot of grounding that was going on. A lot of things that were in the way, stopping us from grounding. Things got realigned. Doesn't mean that you're going to necessarily ground in one place. Actually, Jack and I, while we were going through this shift, we made the big decision to travel for 4 months, starting from September to the end of the year. So we are now very grounded in that vision. So it's not necessarily that things will physically in 3D look more grounded. So I just wanted to welcome you here. For those of you who don't know, I'm Dr. Amanda Noel, and there have been some crazy, weird things going on, a lot of emotions. Michelle is seeing that too, that the lunar eclipse just kind of like rustled up a lot of old feathers, new feathers, but it's a good thing. So I'm going to do an energy report. I have some oracle cards here. My favorite, I'm like totally addicted to the Doreen Virtue 44 card deck. And I'll be reading some energy. I don't know what's going to happen here on this live. I do know that it's going to be a little bit shorter. I'm trying to get this into a shorter container because the last time I was like, I'm only going to do 30 minutes. So we'll actually keep this down. I have a call in 15 minutes to a 10-minute power reading. So calling in Aphrodite, calling actually in our higher self of love. You can do this with me, just connecting to your higher self, coming from love and light, and grounding at love and light, and then connecting at the heart space. So this is the reading for your Divine Feminine energy. And I'm going to first do a spread for the Divine Feminine, and then I'll do a spread for Twin Flames. So Goddess Guidance cards. So one of the cards just popped out of the deck, and I'm going to show that to you. That's going to be the theme card. All right. So somebody, there's like a little spot here. Let's do it again. Let's see if we can get sunshine. There's like, yeah, something like, ooh, there's like this pink light. This one's popping out. Ooh, the back of that was pink. See how excited I get when there's pink. All right, let's see what else we have. I am actually, no, he's not. And I'm busy. I'm sorry. I'm on a live stream. I have very important goddesses to attend to. Some plumber's like, I need your help. But Jack's here, so he'll take care of that. Awesome sign. Then it's time to let the masculine take care of business, the busy part of blissness. It's really cool just to share. This feels connected. This morning, Jack and I had a conversation where I basically was like, all right, it's time for your inner boy to grow up. It's time for you to rise and be a daddy and start doing shit that you don't like doing. And he was like, I don't want to. And I was like, actually, most adults don't want to do it. And Mama set a boundary. And then he was like, the rest of the morning, he was like, what can I do for you? What can I do for you, ma'am? What can I do for you? And he's been like checking off all these tasks that he was supposed to do like a few months ago for some like tech stuff. And I'm just like so grateful for the masculine. So a testament to ask for what you want and I'm doing this course, Twin Flame Self-Love Bootcamp, and as a teacher, I learn, and as a student, I learn from my teachers. So it's kind of nice to know that as a teacher of Twin Flame Self-Love Bootcamp, I've had this massive self-love up level and upgrade. So it's been really cool to experience that. Yay! So sweet. Someone says the most important live stream. That makes me happy. All right, so we've got some good cards. I guess I'll just flip them over. So the future card is actually already signed up right here, and it says bright future. That was going to be to the right. So it says stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine, and that's with Kali. So, sorry, Lakshmi. I don't know why I said Kali. Might be a little Kali that needs to be up in there. And then what's happening now is working with the inner child, guiding children. So you're good at helping, counseling, and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. And then our past card, ironically, is past lives, Isis. And then the overall, and then Isis's card says, this situation involves your past life memories. So I think this is a testament to the fact that this full moon that just happened, the lunar eclipse that just happened, connected to a lot of past lives, brought up a lot of karma. So the overall card is Yamayana, which is golden opportunity. And she says important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. So I like this balance. This is really cool of like having the inner child be connected to our past life self and our future, bright future, nonetheless, and this whole golden opportunity. So I'm going to tap in, and I just think it's so perfect that I have this like plumbing emergency that is going on. Not really emergency, but it's something that is a little bit intense. And I always clear energy in the house. If I like need to break through, I will break a pipe, that kind of thing. That's me. All right, no, I'm going to cancel that. I've had enough pipes breaking. All right, so who here breaks a pipe or like fizzles the electricity with her pussy power, her divine feminine energy, or like weird stuff happens in your house where like stuff moves? If you resonate, you are definitely like me. So I'm just clearing out the space. I'm going to dive in for a quick read. I actually probably won't be able to do the twin flame reading with separate cards, but this is a divine feminine twin flame reading. Let's just dive in. So I'm seeing a lot of stuff with me. I'm seeing a message for me with the divine guiding children. So those of you who want children, or maybe even you're like, I don't know if I want children, but you're at an age where it would be, beneficial to start thinking about that. This card definitely is up for a lot of us. There are a lot of star children on the other side. They're not really children, but they're spirits that are ready to come down. And there are a lot of us that are like, oh shit, do I want to bring a baby into this world? Will I be a good parent? Is this world going to be suitable for them? And what I'm getting is that they are actually servants of the light, and they are here on a mission. And the one risk is that if we forget that they are almighty and powerful, and we condition them with our old conditioning, then we will give them an imprint that is going to disempower. So, this is really hard for me to accept, but what we need to do as parents and potential parents is actually to let these brilliant light workers lead the way in terms of light and consciousness, and to understand that they don't know how to tie their shoelaces at first, and they don't know how to make healthy decisions. But when you educate them and you give them the information, their consciousness is so powerful. Wow. I feel like I'm going to be doing a lot of work with star children. It's going to be interesting. I'm a twin flame coach. I don't deal with baby spirits, but yeah, it's been interesting. As a twin flame matchmaker, I've helped a lot of women attract their beloved, and a lot of them get pregnant like really fast. One of my VIP clients from last year, by the end of her program, she already made plans to move in with her partner. They moved in within a few days. She was pregnant. So that was basically the conception date. So things really do happen with these star children. So if you want a child, then let's just do a quick prayer that we clear out any old codes that are pinching on the connection cords that bring in star children. I don't know why I'm seeing like these cords that bring them down from heaven. And calling in the energy of Isis, we ask for Isis to clear the path and to slay with any of her tools, her swords, her bow and arrows, any dark demons that are standing there. I'm kind of seeing like, you know, when you go to the airport and there's the check-in and, you know, the people are like, they do the pat down and like, it's all intense sometimes. Sometimes they're really nice. And sometimes they're like, ma'am, you need to take your this off. And I need to feel you up. And it's like so creepy sometimes. I don't know if you've ever had a creepy TSA officer, but, or whatever they're called. So I'm going to take it as a sign because now there's like pretty much like full voices yelling on the other side of this wall. So yeah, we need to clear out this shit. We need to clear out these dark energies so that these higher dimensional spirits can come in. That's what a lot of these eclipses is about. There's a place between these moons, the full moon that just happened and the new moon that's coming up. On August 11, 11 is a twin flame pillar number. So a lot of you twin flames have been experiencing, you know, some money blocks. That's where these cards will come in, the golden opportunity and Lakshmi. There literally have been beliefs that have been echoing through the cosmos of you're not worthy to be a mother, you're not worthy to be financially supported so you can be a mother, you're not worthy of being financially abundant and having time for your children. As a woman who works with high-end clients who have built 6 or 7 figure businesses, a lot of them have a hard time making the decision to have children because there's just this dark energy that says money is slavery. It takes so much time. We get lost and we don't even have time for self. We get sick. There is a way outside of it. And I'm going to tap into Lakshmi and I'm going to tap into Lakshmi to see how we can create this new bright financial future. And I'm going to read Yamayana last because I feel she has some powerful twin flame medicine. All right. So Lakshmi, bright future. Well, she says, stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine on the card. And there's 2 twin flame elephants in the background. So part of it is actually really opening up to the twin flame path and connecting to our twin flame. And what I'm seeing is that balance of above and below. And a lot of spiritual women, they end up getting very sick. And I'm not talking about physical sickness, although that can happen. They get sick because they become addicted to the higher chakras and spirituality. And they forget that they've reincarnated, and they spend a lot of time meditating and learning spiritual techniques and not enough time actually arranging their physical lives, you know, like making beautiful homes for themselves, having healthy, functioning relationships. And what can happen is a lot of bright spiritual souls that are so abundant and powerful, like Lakshmi. A lot of these divine feminine women end up, because they're so powerful, they end up choosing a 3D reality, incarnating into a family where there's a lot of karma to clear. They say, I'll take on that family. I'll take that tricky situation. Doesn't mean that they always have abusive parents. You know, certainly my parents were very loving and supportive, and there was still a lot of heavy karma to take on. So it's not always, oh, your parents did this to you, or your sisters and your brothers. It might be more subtle, but a lot of spiritual divine feminine women will take on some really heavy karma because we're like, yeah, I'm a powerful soul. I'm going to go and do that. And we take it on, and then we get schooled. We get slammed with this energy. So this is a really powerful time to come into a place of self-acceptance and say, I get slammed by energy. I also get slammed by the material world. Sometimes I am human. It ain't always easy. It ain't always pretty. And really assessing, that's what we're doing in Twin Flame Bootcamp right now, is we are assessing every area of our life in graphic detail, looking at how happy am I with my My wealth, my numbers, are those looking pretty and high and vibrant and divine, or are they reflecting some muck from the past? Is my health feeling great? How happy am I with my relationships? So we're looking at these places with very compassionate yet direct consciousness. And so if you are one of these very spiritual women where when you assess your life and you're like, ooh, financial, not good. Or, oh, my health is really racking up some issues. Or my relationship is not in alignment. Or, I don't have a relationship and I really, really want one. So there is the need for meditation, of course, and clearing the chakras and doing the deep healing work. And there's a need to show up in your life and take action where there's karma, meaning where you have leftover blueprints from your family, from your ancestors, from your epigenetics, from your past lives. And you'll know you have this karma is if something feels out of alignment. It feels like your money isn't running smoothly, your relationship isn't running smoothly, your health isn't running smoothly. So there's no shame, there's no blame. It's really a matter of, can you apply that spiritual positivity, loving the chakras and loving your divine creator, and look at yourself in the mirror and look at your life and bring that spirituality to do even the darkest, densest stuff. Like right now, we're moving our business. We're moving our international LLC to Texas. And for me, it brings up whoa, Texas energy, Texas, it's not California. It's not, establishing a business in the Canary Islands somewhere. This is Texas. And there's a lot of, we still have, I think the death sentence is the electric chair is still in Texas. This is primitive, old kind of medieval energy in the law, the legal system. That's how I read it. So all of us who are bringing our magic and love into the systems of marriage and the systems of business and law and school systems and hospital systems. If you're choosing to have children, you're going to have to do a health related process. And whether you do it from your home or from the official hospital, you are embodying a possibility to transmute the old paradigm into the new, whichever path you choose. And showing up with the consciousness of, I'm healing the cesarean enslavement system that's been paying doctors more money to get these babies out through cesareans, knowing that there's a long-term health repercussion. So same thing with all of the systems. We know that women have the ability to manifest and be powerful and spiritual. And yet such a small number of spiritual women are actually believing in their spiritual gifts. They say, oh, my spiritual gifts are great, but not for actually making money. And so these women will often not show up and learn how to set up their businesses. This was me. That's why, I'm 38 now, setting up my international company in Texas and getting it really, really grounded. It's been a slow process of learning how to do this. And this is my sole purpose. My absolute sole purpose is to help Twin Flame women rise in their light and ground their gifts. And to do this, we have to get paid. We have to have happiness and pleasure. Otherwise, there's a misalignment. And most of us, divine feminines, we want our divine masculine counterpart. We want our twin flame. It's in our DNA. It's in our blueprint. So we have Michelle saying, this is what I'm going through. Oh my gosh. OMG. So what did he leave, Larissa? Interesting. So this is a sacred space that needs to wrap up. So I'm going to read the last card, the golden opportunity for twin flame energy, and then I'm going to hop off. All right, my beloveds. So the twin flame energy, Yamayana wants you to know that the twin flame energy is inside of you. There is a battle that's been going on between these two moons, the full and the new moon, that's been going on every moon cycle for your eternity on Earth. And it's time to actually balance the left and the right brain, to balance your male and female energy, to balance your head with your womb, and it's coming from the heart. So tune into your heart, do deep connected guided meditations to your heart this month, and ask your heart, how can I grow my business? How can I grow my relationship? How can I grow my social life? How can I grow my strength and power? How can I heal myself? And your heart will know, coming from that integrated feminine masculine. All right, my beloveds, so much joy and bliss to be here today. Thanks for all your beautiful comments. I end this live stream with a big kiss. Namaste. Now let's go.